Hey everyone, happy Friday. I've popped out today in one of our vehicles that we have listed, one of our certified stock. This one, absolutely stunning vehicle. It's a 110 Keswick station wagon. You might notice today, I'm on the other side. It's a left-hand drive. It has our V8 conversion, LS3 V8, so it runs about 430 horsepower. It's got a wonderful spec inside, but really it's designed for taking up to the Alps, taking up to your mountain home, driving out from London to Italy, or out to France to the for ski season. But it does absolutely everything you could want it to do. It has seating for 9, so you can take all your friends. It's got roof bars on, so ski rack on there, all your mates in, piled down, away for a week skiing. Be absolutely perfect. But actually, I'm driving it in the North York Moors at the moment, and yes, it's left-hand drive. It takes you a minute to get used to it, but I'm automatic. I'm not focused on any gears or anything like that. I've got incredible specification. I've got everything at my fingertips. And I've got power on tap like nothing else. Climbs the hills, does what you want it to do. It really is a brilliant vehicle just to use. And, the minute you get into it, and you sit in your nice seat and you relax, it just feels right. Or left. And I can't think of many vehicles that will do everything day to day like this does. If you want to do a tip run, from the midline down in this car, it's all texture coated. It's in a matching Keswick green, it's beautiful. But it can be swept out, it can be washed out. It's got lovely carpet mats over the top with leather bound edges, but you can take those out. So we'll do a tip run. If you need to do the school run, you can fit all the extra kids in. We've got 9 seats. And if you really want to go out and have some fun, engaging drive, it's running our progressive suspension system. It's got the big brakes, and it's got a soundtrack like this. That is like nothing else. What else can do all those things? It's just quiet. It's easy. Everything's on tap. We've got this lovely media system in here, which is very subtle, fits in beautifully with the original looking layout. It's a very classically styled Defender, but it's got Bluetooth integration, it's got satellite navigation, it's got all the things you would want to be able to go off and go on an adventure, regardless of where that is. If your adventure is to take you camping up to the Lake District, you'd jump in this. It does everything you want. Roof bars, put a canoe on. Doesn't have to be skis. But the more you think about it, the more this car actually works. And because of it having that 6-speed automatic gearbox, you can just sit and cruise. These lovely, beautifully trimmed, heated Recaro seats. And again, they're something we offer. We convert them to lift-out bases so that you can get into your battery box and toolbox should you ever need. If you really bury the throttle on this thing, it will take off, and it performs like a Defender shouldn't really. It's kind of a juxtaposition, that crazy feeling of, well, why is this possible? Well, how can it do that? But you drive it normally, and at normal speeds, the gearbox is effortless. We're pulling up here, we're a 25% gradient up this section. And it's wet and it's greasy. And I'm barely feathering the throttle. It's sitting in 5th gear. The cars in front of me will be in probably 2nd, 3rd if they've got a manual box going up here. And this has not broken a sweat. tight hairpin bends again round here. that is absolutely what you would have on an alpine road. And it'll pull and pull and pull. Drop to third if you want it to really go. But it's pulling up here, and it really does not bat an eyelid. That view is sensational of Yorkshire. I wouldn't get to experience that really if I wasn't high up in a Defender. I wouldn't see it over the fences and the hedges. So it's done 11,308 miles. This car, it's done absolutely nothing. It's based on a 2016 vehicle, one of the delivery mileage ones that we took in at the end of production. Beautiful there, just out on the gallops. This is what we experience in North Yorkshire here. Horsepower, serious horsepower. A big tractor coming along here. We'll start to just do a bit of off-roading. And as you can see, the car just pulls very nicely straight onto the grass. Does not bat an eyelid. Continue along here, some fairly good ruts. Just steady away and we'll rejoin the tarmac. But this is what happens, whether you're in Yorkshire, whether you're in Italy, whether you're in the Alps. You will be forced off the road at times. So you want a car that can do it. But what does everything? What really does everything? What has 430 horsepower under the bonnet? What has seating for 9? What has full four-wheel drive, still has differential lock, still has high and low range gearbox. Actually, this has got peg limited slip differentials as well, so it's even better in off-road situations than its standard counterpart. It's a fairly special vehicle when you start to think about it. But what this Stage 1 V8 does is elevate that. Again, it takes it up. It's got a powertrain that makes you smile every time you turn the key, especially a cold morning. You turn that key and think, wow, yeah, it's a V8. It feels proper. You get in, it's got, you know, comfier seats, more plush interior, but not to the point that it is not a Defender. This is very much a Land Rover Defender. And until you come and experience these cars, until you come and see them, see how they're built at our factory, that one person, one build philosophy that we operate, and then you go for a spinning one, and if you've ever been in a standard Defender before, you immediately know the difference. You touch the door handle, it's billet aluminium. It feels different. You shut the door, there's a clunk. Somebody said to me the other day, oh, it shuts like a Golf. Well, that ultimately is the biggest pat on the back to what our engineers do that you could wish for, because that means that they've aligned the door right, that means they've sealed it right, that means that it's got a level of soundproofing in the door, and that allows that door to shut like no Defender will. But it's available on our website, this car. You should go and have a look at the specification. Some really, really trick bits in this car. As well as all the noticeable things and things that really, you know, stand out. Yes, it's got our wheels, it's got our suspension, it's got V8 under the bonnet. It also has really cool things, like it has air conditioning into the middle row. It's something that we worked quite hard on, but it means that if you are using it in hotter climates, you have that rear air conditioning into the rear seats. The front's absolutely adequate in its standard guise, but when you start to get towards the rear of the car, it simply won't cut the mustard. It won't cool the car down enough. You've a lot of glass area actually in a 110, and that rear aircon really just helps with rear passenger comfort. And when you're, you know, potentially carrying up to 8 passengers in the car, you want them all to be able to enjoy it. Oh, that's a Defender. It's brilliant. It's just brilliant. There we are. So that is our T110 V8 station wagon 9-seater. Just some lovely little bits actually while I'm here I can show you on the vehicle. But you're seeing here this texture coating to the bottom of the door. That's where your boots will end up kicking it. It's done in a matching Keswick green to the rest of the vehicle. Into the back. Again, you can see we've continued that theme through the texture coating, but those lovely leather-bound mats in there. And you've got that fantastic rear air conditioning unit just in there. Twin USB chargers as well for rear seat passengers. It really is about comfort for everybody, this vehicle. And then finally round into the back. You'll see there you've got your seating for 4 in there. Again, all trimmed up so everybody can sit in comfort. And you actually have this rack up here as well. It's, we call it our twisted coat rack, but it just means that you can store items up and out of the way in there. It is removable, of course, but that in there. And then that mat will lift up again in the rear. It's all texture coated. So if you want to be able to swill it out, you want to be able to brush it out, that's all in there. It's all designed to be really, really well thought out. Tubular rear steps, you can change your boots in the back. Ladder up the back so you can get up to those luggage rails up there, whether you've got a canoe, whether you've got skis, whether you've got whatever up there. That makes it just very, very easy. So thanks ever so much for watching. Check this out on our website. Amongst our other stock, we have some great new stock going live, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take it easy, have a great weekend.